Alright, so patch 1.3 notes have dropped and they fixed one of the biggest issues in the game. This was, I don't know how this became a big issue, but look, first things first, gameplay notes. They only, noted 2 gameplay notes, but I mean, it's very important to be honest. The first one says, tightened up perimeter defense coverage checks to reduce ghost contests. I mean, this was literally just yesterday on stream, guys. If you guys haven't, seen any of my streams, make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys can see when I stream. I'm over here streaming. I took a wide open fadeaway mid range and got there was a 40% contest. There was no one near me. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Even in the park, sometimes when I would get an open jump shot and the defender is nowhere in my vicinity, I would shoot and I would still get contested. So I'm glad they hurried up and fixed that, because that was going to be something that was going to be really, really, really annoying. But that's the only, important gameplay note. I mean, the other one that they, noted was increase the make window size of open meter dunks. So I don't really care about that. I'm going to be honest. I don't have a slasher right now, so that doesn't really pertain to me. But anybody that, that has a slasher and might have been dealing with that, that's a little note for you guys. But we'll continue on with the rest of the notes. So for the city /pro/am/rec/theater, first of 3 notes was a number of fixes to overall game stability while in the city have been made to improve user experience. Number 2 was resolved an issue at the end of rec games that would send a user to the game's main menu following a black screen. And the last note for this section was functionality and stability improvements have been made to the social menu as we work to provide a more seamless experience. So, I mean, nothing really specific right there for that, but they're saying they're fixing it, so it is what it is. I mean, that's typically what 2K does. Unfortunately, they don't dive into detail, in terms of exactly what they're doing when they really should be. So I don't really know what's up with that, but it is what it is. In terms of the my career /quest /progression, this is the last of the notes, so we'll dive into it. And it says, the first one, the rise specific heat check booster has been adjusted to activate after 3 made shots in a row rather than 5. Fixed a user reported issue that caused an indefinite hang when attempted to load a my career save. Number 3 is resolved a rare issue preventing rewards from being received upon the completion of some quests, including rebirth and certain badge perks. Number 4 is closed a loophole that could cause issues getting through the off season when attending practice after the final game of the NBA season. And the 5th and last is made some adjustments to ensure that flashback games can be played at any time during the NBA season. So it says, when does NBA 2K24 update 1.3 go live? So it went live, or it says, according to the developers, NBA 2K24 update 1.3 goes live in early mid-October. Fans must wait a bit longer for the update due to the items that require a longer internal testing runway. So we received the update. That's a little bit confusing because we received the update. I'm not sure what in the world is going on. I thought that this patch was, here right now. I mean, we all just got a patch on the system, on our console, so I don't know what's going on. But it's saying when the patch goes live is mid-October. So it is what it is, guys. I don't know for sure. I don't know for certain. But you already know what to do, man. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. But in terms of that, I'll just talk about 2K in general, since, they didn't, supposedly didn't go live. So far, the game's not that bad, right? It's pretty decent. It could have some work in terms of a few things. The latency is just something in 2K that just continues to be an issue, right? There's no reason why we should switch from game mode to game mode and have to adjust to a new release. One of the more obvious ones, when you go from rec to park, it's literally 2 different releases. So I don't know what in the hell is wrong with 2K, but that's something that they need to adjust. I did see a YouTube short that was saying that if you turn off crossplay, whether you're on Xbox or on PS, PlayStation, that does, slow down the latency, and it feels a lot better. But it will change the jump shot once again, because we know, guys, even without crossplay, there was already latency. So if 2K added crossplay, of course there's going to be latency. They have one of the most terrible servers. They put 0 effort into making the servers better, because anybody that's been playing this game for as long as I have, since 2K9, right, you understand that this has been an issue in 2K every single year. It has never improved. Things like this don't happen on Fortnite. Things like this don't happen on Call of Duty. There's only a few servers that are bad. For example, EA servers, they're one of the worst servers, probably the worst server, you know, probably worse than 2K. It's the same thing with them every time. Even if you have great connection, you're still going to end up being in situations where you're going to end up lagging. So that's something that they never even try to adjust inside of the patch notes, which should be something that they've been saying, you know, we're trying to currently work on that. We're trying to make sure that people aren't lagging, whatever the case may be, because there's latency all over the place. And it's like, we end up having to be forced to play through that. And the players that are good, for example, right now, my win percentage is at 85%, right? In both the rec and park. I can get away with, you know, winning games sometimes because even though it's latency, I'm still good enough to win the game. But even for good players, yeah, at the same time, it's unfortunate because even when you get in a comp game, now all of a sudden, if there's latency and all this weird stuff, all of that matters. And then for the players that are trying to get better at the game, or just the low ranked players, it's like, it is completely unfair because they already have a tough time. Now they got to deal with latency too. It's just an unfortunate situation. So that's one of the bigger issues inside of the game that is really frustrating that they do not address, and it should be addressed now. Another thing that I feel like should be addressed, maybe not so much, is the steals, right? Sometimes, I think most of the time every year, that's always a topic of discussion. I haven't been losing the ball a ton, so I don't want to sit here and act like, oh my goodness, every time I dribble I'm getting pickpocketed. That's not the case, but I feel like there could be a slight buff to steals. And the reason why I say I feel like there could be a slight buff is because, yo, I understand this year, this is one of the first years that my steal rating's not that high. It's a 72, but I still do have bronze gloves, so it doesn't make sense if someone's able to dribble into a defender. This is another issue that's been in 2K for multiple years. They allow people to dribble into defenders without getting turnover, and it's like, where's the physics of the game? Where's the realism of the game? That shouldn't be a thing that's going on. If someone's dribbling into defender, and on top of that, I have an 88 perimeter defense, right? So there's no reason why I should be, you know, defending somebody perfectly up close, and they're able to just run around and run through me while I'm defending. It doesn't make sense. So those are just some of the little issues I got with 2K this year. This is one of the better 2Ks that, you know, one of the better 2Ks that they have released. So I can't really sit here and complain too much. You see right there, we was on a 21 game win streak. Definitely was streaming it up. If you guys don't join the streams, y'all should definitely join the streams, man. I'm streaming every other day, pretty much every day. All y'all gotta do is drop a like on this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you guys can see when I upload and when I stream. But what I want y'all to do right now is, if you made it this far in the video, drop your comments down below on what's the most annoying thing you've dealt with in NBA 2K24 this year, because I think the game's been a pretty solid 7 out of 10 so much, or a 7 out of 10 so far this year. So let me know what the rating of the game is for 2K24, and let me know what's the most annoying thing you guys have dealt with inside of the game. But hey, that's pretty much it, man. Make sure y'all boys drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another upload or stream. It's your boy John Ranks, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Gang, they cannot do it like him. Nobody shooting like him. Gang, nobody doing like him. That nigga hate everyone cause he broke, and that's why nobody like him. Gang, SD gun, now he talking this shit.